I must admit, I wasn't a huge fan of the original even, Teslagrad. It was all right. I didn't finish it. I didn't play a huge amount of it. It didn't grab me. But there is now a sequel. Well, there will be a sequel. There are several demos that seem to have been added later to the Steam NextFest, or maybe they just didn't show up as being Metroidvanias originally, and therefore I missed them. I can't actually remember whether Teslagrad was one of them, or whether I just thought, you know, I'm not too interested in this, but I'm going to give it a try anyway, because you know what they say about people that make assumptions about video games based on previous experiences. So I've installed another half dozen Metroidvanias. Let's see what Teslagrad is like. Like the wibbly balloon. I see a tower. We got some nice animation. This isn't hand animated, I believe. This looks like it's done via the computer. It was also really loud. That's the main character from the first game, isn't it? We've clearly got some 3D ships. This is really loud. Solomon 2. Ah, my shoe. Is that a shoe? My picture. Yes. Okay. First of all, let's turn this audio down to some kind of thing that I might actually be able to hear myself speak. So we've got, now this is hand animated as far as I can tell. We've got nothing, well, we've got a jump. Nothing on the bumper. Nothing on the bumper. Nothing on the sticks. Left stick move. Start for that. And that. Okay. Movement speed seems reasonable. Camera slow, panning in and out. A little bit of it. Ooh. A little bit of hiccupy there. Keeping in mind that I am running this off an NVMe. So it's not loading stutter, unless it's really badly optimized. Whoa. What the hell is going on? Oh, this feels awful. It's running at 118 FPS. Right, let's see whether this is a graphics issue. Let's try it on full screen. And let's turn VSync off. No, that still feels really weird. Let's go back to borderless because that tends to work better. Oh! Oh, we can now dash, so I guess that was what we picked up. That, for some reason, is on square. Ah, I've fallen down into this well. Is there a recharge time on this? Do we have a UI? The answer is who knows? Well, who knows to the recharge thing. Hello? Om nom nom. Oh, I guess that was just us dying. I guess there's nothing over here. There may be. There may not be. It seems like we can keep on going. We don't have any real urgency in our movements. We've got no attacks. So it's just run, I guess. There's been zero on-screen instructions as to what we're supposed to be doing. So, no Vikings this way? I guess we wait. Everything looks really... Jeez. Everything's kind of blurry. I can't... Right, do we have any control settings? We do not. So, we've got... Oh. Now I can dash through it. When I couldn't before. Okay. Yeah, this feels really unpolished and unclear. I do quite like the tilting camera. Oh. Well, I saw that coming, but it didn't allow me to do anything about it. Okay, so we run. And we get one shots. Okay. I don't remember whether there was any combat in the original game. There certainly isn't any in... Shit. Haha! You can't get me! Excellent. I've walked into a cult. I've disappeared into the floor. Oh no. I now have a dress. That's really pixely. Right trigger. For shields. Aha! I can now stick 2 pink crystals. Or bounce myself away from blue crystals. Nice. That's cool. A flower. Okay, it looks like the flower reverses or... Yeah. Interesting so far. very puzzly in comparison to... I cannot remember how puzzly the first game was. I think it was majority puzzles, wasn't it? Performance leaves a little bit to be desired. But the smoothness of controls is... Yeah, when the game itself isn't going bleh. Right, we're walking on that because it's pushing us away. Whee! Hoo! Hoo! I feel it. I feel it. Thanks. I have a map! And a goal. I like it when games give me a goal. The UI in the top corner is very, very small. It's actually hidden by my frame rate counter, which for some reason isn't showing up on the actual capture. So we get this nice... In fact, is it just me, or is the UI as a whole really quite small? How far can we zoom out? That's as far as we can zoom out. That is the entire game's space. Potentially just the demo space, but that's fine. I like the music. And there's a nice sense of mystery being created from just not knowing what's going on. I don't know whether the 3D elements are particularly necessary, but here they are. Also, why is giving us bangles allowed us to use a map? Okay. We can swim. We do not seem to have a breath meter. Okay. Can't dash underwater, which makes sense because it's electricity based, and electricity and water, for those of you who are not physics inclined, not physically inclined. Can I get out of here, please? Oh, I have to use the... Am I going... I guess I'm not going through there. I do like the sheep. Oh, is this door now open? Oh, this door is now open. And I just hadn't noticed. Okay. Whee! Okay, can't do anything with that. However, there's a clear puzzle that we can interact with here, so let's do that. But let's do that better than that. Oh, let's... Nah. Ah, the water pushes us down, which makes sense because... You know, that's how physics works. Aha! See, I can do basic platforming puzzles. Just about. Looks like there's a tunnel under there. Let's explore that momentarily. Oh, it's not a tunnel. It's just background stuff that possibly could do with being faded out a little bit more. Is that me being one-shot by things? Is it this kind of game? I can't remember. Looks like it. Is the stuff on the ceiling? There is. When you start on the old movements, it does feel quite fluid. And this is where oh, that's great checkpointing. This is where my ability to deal with space becomes awkward. Because all the controls are all over the place and shifted, and I'm just not very good at that kind of gameplay. What was that? Oh, those are flowers that reverse the polarity, I think, of whatever it is that you've got. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're the thingy flowers. Okay. That feels really weird. Okay. Why are these blocks different? I don't know. Yeah, see, I've always had an issue with games that change your orientation and controls. You know, I love the Ori games, but when you got to the icy place and it asked you to do stuff upside down, am I just using that to climb on? Doesn't look like there's any way of... Clonk. Come with me, block. Are these our attack options? Whoop. That's not what I wanted to do. I guess I need... There we go. No? Do I need the third one? Probably need the third one. That's not going to work. Whoa! Yeah. I think I've played enough of this, frankly. It's like the first game. It's not my cup of tea. It's more of a puzzle platformer, metroidvania, than anything else. And that's fine. It's just that actually it doesn't feel very fun and fluid to control at the moment, mostly because of the polarity switching mechanics. If those are your kind of mechanics and you like the switching of directions and you can adapt to that really quickly, I suspect you will find some joy and fun in this. This is not me saying this is a terrible game, don't play, etc, etc, etc. This is yet again another example of this is a game that's not for me. Yeah, I don't like that mechanic. Just like Rusted Moss, which was really reliant on the grapple mechanics, this seems really reliant on that kind of red-blue polarity shifting and playing with physics in an interesting way. And as interesting as I find it, I don't find it fun to play. Your mileage will vary. That's definitely the catchphrase of this playlist. Try Teslagrad 2 for yourself. If you like the first one, you may well like the second one. I can't remember much about the first one, apart from the fact that I didn't get very far with it. Let me know down in the comments below whether you've tried this and whether you enjoyed it or not. For me, yeah, it's not my thing, but it's not bad. Though it definitely has some performance issues and some slightly weird floaty controls, especially towards the start. Onwards to the next game. This is immediately an interesting start. I can't properly read this. It is so small. Map, interact, move, shoot, dash, jump, attack. I feel like this isn't scaled properly to my monitor. Oh. Demo includes 2 boss fights. Okay, apparently the sound is so low that I only actually realized it was making sound at all because OBS was putting something up That sound effect is maxing out at minus 50 decibels. The scale only goes down to minus 60, which is below human hearing. So essentially... Oh, that's minus 43. Anyway, this is Destinesia, which... is a sci-fi... I assume that's the UI in the top left-hand corner, but again, it's so small. Hitboxes, very rough. These explode. The game loves to make us walk to the right. I'm not touching the stick here. Okay, and back to the start. I'm going to take a guess that this was... Oh, no, this... Yeah, this is not. This is not ready for any kind of public consumption. I'm sorry if you were expecting me to spend a good chunk of time attempting to play this, but frankly, it's... Well, I'm not touching the controls here. I'm playing through Steam, so we've got proper PlayStation 5 controller support going on. Yeah, still not... Don't get me wrong. I love indie developers, and I know how difficult video games are to make. I wouldn't have put this up just yet for public consumption. Destinesia. Destination unknown right now. Again, the scaling. This is a game demo. The final and full version of the game may differ, with content being added or removed. We appreciate your feedback. What? Resolution night. Okay, so it looks like 1080p is the maximum resolution. I mean, at least we've got sound this time, so that's great. But yeah, this is... It's like the game itself is 1080p, but it's just scaled everything up in the background and just left everything kind of in the middle. The need for new resources and the advancement of technology led to the creation of the ISE program, a consortium of researchers, private companies, and government corporations from different countries united with the objective of space exploration. The search for a potentially habitable planet leads to a mission to explore and colonize Tau Verge, not Tau Volantis, discovered in the constellation H8 Andromedae, Ross 248. In 2193, the interstellar freighter ISE Horizon Prime is commissioned, departing on a one-way trip, carrying crew and materials for building an outpost and serving as a space station for future voyages. Okay. Absolutely fine setup. That just disappeared and then reappeared above. Something tells me that this canvas is above what they were expecting. Yep. Yeah, they've not scaled it. They've not scaled the game assets and locations to the window. They've done it pixel perfect rather than percentage based. A few years after the interstellar freighter's arrival in Tau Verge's orbit and the start of the outpost construction, the mission's communication with Earth is interrupted. The IC program promptly sends an emergency mission to find out what interrupted the communications and restore it. I'm not entirely sure how this is supposed to look or work, but it's entertaining for the wrong reasons. Team, our armor has an encrypted communication channel between us. The main objective of the mission is to investigate and repair. This is too small for me to see. Can you guys read this? We'll proceed with the assignment of the tasks. Caden, you made a perfect landing. Begin preparation to unload the equipment for the mission. The space frigate ISC Stellar Recon is the best spacecraft I've ever piloted. I'm proud of it. I'm making preparations to unload the equipment. Reynolds, show what you've learned as a Marine and ensure the security of the perimeter. Steen, I think that says, help Caden unload the equipment. You'll have a lot of work to restore communication with Earth. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll be helping to unload the equipment. Lana, check where the crew is on the cargo deck. Someone should have come to greet us as soon as we landed. Proceed carefully and return to the flight hangar as soon as you discover something. Understood. I'll be checking where the freighter's crew is. Oh, dear Lord. No, 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 no. Okay, I want to see if I turn full screen off. Okay, that looks better. So I think what they have done... Yeah, they have not accounted for the fact that somebody might want to run this game at over 1080p. So if I turn full screen off, this actually makes my monitor... well, no, it makes the game window just small in the middle. Now, if I try adding this to Borderless Gaming... No, that still doesn't work. It just stretches out the window and shows you all of the stuff that you shouldn't be able to see. So let's put that on and then turn it off again. Yeah, so I'm going to have to play this in a window. Otherwise I could... Oh, dear Lord. That jump. This feels like... I mean, why are we leaning backwards when we walk? That's not how walk animations work. Elevator? Oh, we've got D-pad movement as well. So we've got jump on X, you know, or A. We've got a map on circle. Triangle makes a nice little sound. Shoulder buttons. Right trigger, or R2. Shoot at an incredibly low speed. Can't do anything with any of that. We've got an inventory. Space armor, Mark 1. Not entirely sure why that's on circle, but... jumping slows our forward momentum to a crawl. This door looks like it might open, also. I don't know what it is that I did to interact with that. It's not triangle. Square? Square. Of course. So square seems to be our interact button. This is so slow. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and we can turn red things. Combat music. What thrilling combat! Officer Max, can you hear me? I find a dead crew member, and something tried to kill me. I must find a way to return to the hangar. Yes, Officer Max. This gun fires... In fact, this is me holding down the fire button. The way it changes the lighting is nice. I feel like this has been created with some Unity asset store assets. It's got that feeling of generic space protagonist. You know, like, we're trying to make a metroidvania game. This is what we've managed to do so far. Although, to be honest, how they have got this feeling for Jump and said, yes, people will like this, we should release that ASAP, is quite beyond me. And yes, this is an appropriate walk speed. Players aren't going to get bored at all. You know, everything is so slow. I mean, but they've got a map system. And I know map systems aren't the easiest thing to program in Metroidvania games. So they've got one enemy type. They've got some reasonable particle effects on the fans. I mean, I can't say this is... Oh, I've just noticed, and this is difficult to see because it's so damn small, but in the top right-hand corner, we've actually got is that an energy gauge? It looks like an energy gauge. I mean, at least there's a reasonable number of enemies, so there's something to do rather than just walking really slowly down these corridors. But this definitely feels like some kind of test rather than this is an actual video game. Oh, okay, they've got a jump attack. It's not clear what you cannot interact with. Remotely locked. Yeah. See, if they leave this walking speed in as, yes, this is as fast as you are going to be able to go. Hitting a dead end, such as I have just done, is going to be incredibly infuriating because it's going to take forever to walk back. Is this seriously what they thought would be the best? And also, why is the character tilting backwards? Is that just me? It looks like they're tilting backwards when they walk. I do not recommend, dear viewer, attempting this for yourself at home. Unless you happen to be on a very soft environment. Because the human body propels itself forwards by... by actually... leaning. Do I have to go? You do not have space for bio-nanites in the inventory? There are one more? I have an inventory? I do, but I don't have space for bio-nanites. And that's good to know. Oh. Oh, I didn't see what that said. I mean, I've been playing this. Well, I use the word playing quite loosely. I have been attempting to figure out just what is going on in this for 14 minutes so far. This does strike me as something that I could put together in a reasonably fresh Unity project within a couple of days, if I'm honest. And I am not a Unity whiz or anything. You know, basic enemies. There's literally one enemy type. Oh, it's another dead end. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm bored, frankly. Let's take a look at the store page. Omega Warp. In fact, let's turn this on because we can. Omega Warp is a sci-fi themed action adventure which takes place aboard an interstellar freighter. Explore, upgrade your skills and equipment, and uncover the mysteries surrounding the freighter's loss of communication with the base of operations on Earth. 2D single-player action adventure that takes place aboard IC Horizon Prime. Progress across interconnected decks of the interstellar freighter, find and equip upgrades. Use an arsenal of long-range energy weapons, which don't use ammo, but use a battery that recharges over time. Access data logs and computers left behind the freighter. Blah, 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 blah. Similar to Hollow Knight and Grime. Is it, though? Is it really similar to those? This is what the game would look like if I could actually play it more than a tiny, tiny window in the middle of my screen. Doesn't look like it matters which character you're playing as. You still got the same armor. I wonder where they've got the inspiration for these from. I mean, there are clearly other enemy types. This, yeah. 2023 release date. Give it a try, I guess. You might like it. I don't know. I don't think there's even much I can do in terms of giving constructive criticism for this. It's like, it's really slow. It doesn't scale properly on 4K monitors because of how your UI elements are anchored in the screen corners. You know, if I put this on full screen, it's like I can see so much. In fact, you can see it on the video, can't you? Yeah, I can see so much more of the game world, and everything is just in. You know, this isn't how it's supposed to work. There's a fundamental issue with how. See, this isn't right, is it? No, this is a fundamental issue with how you have got your UI canvas set up. And it's obvious that it's not supposed to scale like this because the character's gone all weird looking. Yeah. Omega warp. And you know, if the intro sequence wasn't an indicator, you know, this title screen clearly is. I mean, it's running at 120 FPS, so that's a thing. I mean, I could say try it for yourself, see what you think. Yeah, Omega Warp. Onwards to the next demo. I tried to have a crack at Virtue's Heaven. It was the very first game, actually, that I tried to play as part of the February 2023 Steam NextFest, and the executable was missing. The executable is no longer missing. It's here, and it looks like a Game Boy game. It's made in Game Maker Studio, and you can tell because it says in the actual executable. Let's see what kind of options we have got. Flashing, hit pause, analog stick, screen shake. Controls, audio, graphics. Whoa! That be small. That be really small. I'm going to have to put full screen on, otherwise I'm not going to be able to see anything. Button layouts. Yeah, PlayStation controller prompts. That's nice. This looks like a Game Boy game. Like a Game Boy Color game. Wilt? Does that say Wilt? Wake up, kid. It's the end of the world. There we go. Ooh, it's very Game Boy, isn't it? Oh my word, this is too big. It's too big. This character is too big. Yeah, this is very Game Boy. This is designed to be played on a small screen, not on a 4K monitor. Press up while standing in front of people to talk to them. The most helpful... Oh, Wilt the Most Helpful Bird is the name of the... Yeah. Hi there, my name is Wilt, and I'm here to help you get out of prison. If you think you're tough enough to get out of here without help, just try and climb out of this hole. The way out is somewhere up there. Otherwise, jump down that pit and I'll help you get to speed. Rest at couches? Equip convictions. Right, I'm going to turn the volume down ever so slightly. Menu. When it says return to title, no, I just want to... There we go. Salamander Fink. Placeholder. Don't listen to the bird. Yeah, this feels like a game that's designed to be played on a much smaller window than what I'm playing it at. It looks not great at 4K. Apologetic Eric, I'm the developer of this game. Talk to me again if you felt like you've learned enough. Want to skip past the rest of this stage? I can jump. Interesting. So double jump is... Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Holding left trigger near ledges makes you grab onto them. Holding left trigger in direction towards the wall initiates a wall jump. It does. I see. Doesn't feel... It doesn't feel very tight. Feels a bit slippy. Right trigger to dash. Pressing circle during dash launches an attack. Pressing up during a dash launches an upward strike. I'm not sure that's how I'm supposed to do that. It doesn't feel good. Talk to my friend over there and they'll give you a conviction. Upgrades you can equip while resting on the couch. Have you ever wondered why this whole world is full of spikes? One thing you'll hear a lot is that only you are to blame should you ever get hurt by them. That the pain you suffered should serve as a learning experience for you. Well, I never look at spikes and think, now here's an opportunity for me to learn something. Do you know what I see when I look at spikes? Someone else telling me that I'm not supposed to be here. And in order to keep me and others like me away from them, they decided to make existing in their space as unpleasant as possible. Okay. Reduces damage taken from spikes. Okay. Press... What even button is that? Is that circle? No, it's X. Just focus on punching things. Okay, basic but functional. When hurt, press. That's triangle, apparently. Press left bumper to initiate radical mode. Why do I want to do that? Okay. This is hurting my eyes. It's... I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, this is clearly a game designed to be played on a Game Boy. A small screen device. This would probably work absolutely fine on a Switch. It doesn't look awful when I'm actually playing it on my second monitor, where it's shrunk down in OBS's window, its preview window. But in terms of, does it look good on a 4K monitor? No. It is very difficult to see. The pixels are too big and too blocky, and the font is an absolute nightmare to actually read. I mean, that just doesn't show. Countless. The age of reason must end. No, this is actually hurting my eyes too much to want to play. What? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'd love to be able to give this game a better chance, but it is hurting my eyes trying to play this. Everything is just designed for a much smaller screen than this, and I think that is really gonna hurt sales. You know, if you are making this to play on the Switch or the Steam Deck, this would probably work really cool on the Steam Deck, but this is not designed for 4K. You know, I think if I was maybe sat like 5 feet back on a couch or something, this would be better. But on a 32-inch monitor at 4K, this is painful. So I'm going to leave it here. Apologies to the developer that I can't really give your game a better chance, but I am quite fond of my eyes and not having a headache. Best of luck to you anyway. Keep on polishing it, fix some of those weird transitions, and yeah, maybe rethink the kind of Game Boy color palette thing. Is it even a Game Boy? Is it a NES? Don't know. Best of luck to you anyway. Onwards to the next game. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.